Shout out to the supporters of Tupac Was Lyrical. Once again, this is the transitioning of my channel. It's still going to be about Tupac, but it's also going to be about hip-hop. And I want to segue into this particular subject that somebody brought to my attention. They said Nas changed hip-hop. And I said I disagree. Because I said Rakim changed the game of hip-hop. With superb lyricism, metaphors, multi-syllables, the scientific way of listening to John Coltrane and using his lyricism as a saxophone. And Rakim is also an instrumentalist as well as a DJ. Rakim can play the sax and Rakim can play the drums. Rakim played the drums on Know the Ledge, but that's neither here or there. So they saying that Nas has changed the game by incorporating street story tells and basically what Nas did on Illmatic and what Nas did on It Was Written. So prior to that, from the foundation that Rakim laid down from 87 to 92 alone, Rakim gave you superb lyricism, punchlines. He gave you knowledge of self. On Paid in Full, that was pretty much an introspective record by Rakim displaying street tales, so to speak, about his life. But then you move on, Follow the Leader. When he came out, the lyricism, it even went higher. To this day, Follow the Leader is the greatest lyrical song of all time. And it's a perfect title, Follow the Leader. Also on that album, Microphone Fiend. Go back and listen to Microphone Fiend. There's a point in time where Rakim went crazy, where Rakim said,
now I don't wanna have to let off, you should have kept off, you didn't keep the stage warm, step off. Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see a pastime hobby about to be taken to the maximum. I can't relax, see your mic as a hypochondriac, cause the rap be one hell of an antidote, something you can't smoke more than dope. You try to move away but you can't, you broke more than cracked up. You should have backed up, for those that act up need to be more than smacked up. For any entertainer, I got a torture chamber one-on-one, and I'm the remainder.
Let me just stop right there. Go back and listen to that. That's 1988. Rakim was 2021. This is 1988. Rakim is 2021. And that's still pure lyricism. On that album, go listen to No Competition. When Rakim says competition is none, I remain at the top like the sun. There wasn't nobody rhyming like that. Y'all might look at that shit and be like, niggas is doing that now. Nigga, we talking about 88. There wasn't nobody saying that type of shit. There wasn't even nobody saying the type of shit that Rakim said on Paid in Full, bro. I used to roll up. This is a hole up. Ain't nothing funny. Stop smiling. You still don't nothing move but the money. You know what I mean? Bro, I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Now I slam it when it's done and make sure it's broke. It wasn't nobody rhyming like that, bro. Pure lyricism, bars, punchlines, metaphors, all that. You
straight into the Milky Way, world's out of sight. Far as the eye can see, not even a satellite. Now stop and turn around and look at the stand of darkness your knowledge took. So keep staring, soon you suddenly see a star. You better follow it, cause it's the R.
That nigga said, while you looking up at the sky, keep staring, you seen a star. You better follow it, cause it's the R. Bro, not only that, then you go to Let the Rhythm Hit Him. Rakim is using violence, but the metaphor is violence for the music. This is very similar to what Nas did when I Gave You Power. Even when you try to say Nas, when you go back and listen to Nas's verse on Main Source album, Live at the Barbecue, compare that verse to Let the Rhythm Hit Him. Compare that verse to Let the Rhythm Hit Him. Once again, compare that verse to Let the Rhythm Hit Him. And then moving on that album, Rakim had In the Ghetto, which was about another introspective record, even more deeper, even more profound this time. And there's a part in there where Rakim explained about he was thinking about him being clean with no physical form, going back into the womb. That's Rewind shit, before Nas made Rewind. But it's just a little sample. It's just a little sample of what Rakim was doing. And that's 1990. That's 1990. Also, go to Mahogany. That's a story tell. That's one dedicated to the women. The beat is crazy. Raekwon just recently did that over. But on there's a line that goes, everything's fine, but I'm in the New York state of mind. That's a sample that Nas used on New York State of Mind. So when you say Nas changed the game, it's like, bro, y'all gotta really study. Y'all gotta really study and see the foundation that Rakim laid down. Because somebody said that Nas is standing on the shoulders of Rakim. So that means you're above me. No, everybody is beneath Rakim. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful manner. This is a man that changed the lyrical landscape of hip-hop forever. Why you think so many people attribute the shit to him? So you can have your favorite GOATs. But what I'm trying to tell you, and I'm not trying to force you to put Rakim in number one, he don't deserve to be a number one. Rakim is the God. Everybody else is like a Jesus. And what would Jesus tell you to do? Give your life over to God. Or praise God. Something in that regards. And I'm not trying to be blasphemous to those on their belief. And then, Rakim took 5 years off. 5 years off. And listen to the 18th letter. Listen to how Rakim was spitting on that, bro. Listen to the song 18th letter. Listen to the song in New York. And then Pete Rock blessed him on The Saga Begins. Blessed him. This is a year after Nas made It Was Written. Rakim came back and showed you like, yo, I'm still unfuckwittable, still untouchable. And I'm just going to stop right here and continue on later. A lot of people, somebody asked me, but what about Rakim from 1997 to now? To be continued.